good for you. I hope you had a good time over the weekend with family, the time which is very important for you because the whole week you work and you just wait for the weekend, right? So that you get time to for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and just to relax, to prepare for your upcoming week. So I hope you had a good weekend. Today, I want to talk about something very important, which my mentor taught me, and I'm focusing on these three components, which I'm going to discuss with you, which is helping me grow myself, grow my mindset, grow my thought process, and build a strong character, which is very important for you to present yourself as a go-getter or an ace performer, right? So, if you want to grow in life, there are three C's which you need to be focusing on. And these three C's, nobody can teach you. You are the only one who can develop those three C's. And that is something that comes within yourself. So even if you take a lot, as many master classes, as many coaching services, as many mentorship from anyone in the world, you will not learn these three C's from anyone. Whoever is claiming that they will build this thing in you like something like input in your life, then I think you have to validate that certain claims. The first C, or which I call one is very important for you to understand is the first C you should have is common sense. Can you imagine anybody teaching common sense to you? No, right? But for you to grow yourself, you need to have a common sense to make sure that you take the right decision at right time to overcome certain situation, to grab any opportunity, to give answers to to some certain situation where people are struggling, right? Like I said in my previous lives, for complex solution, try to find simple answers, and simple answers are driven by common sense, right? So if you have common sense, you have first step towards success cracked, right? See, it's very easy to say that you should have common sense, but what do you must be thinking like, okay, how do I develop this common sense? So the easiest way of developing common sense is to understand what is going around you and just observe and say and ask yourself a question: is this the right thing, or is this a wrong thing? Or what if I can solve this problem or solve this situation in a very simpler manner, right? So, for example, if I ask you an address of a post office, a common sense, you'll tell me the address of a post office, right? You will not tell me the address of a hospital. It's a common sense, right? It's a sense which is developed within yourself. So if you want to grow in your career, what would you do? Do you go to a gym? Yes, you might, because you want to be healthy and fit. But will that help you build something which is required for your career growth, like in terms of your personality, your communication, your focus, your mindset, right? There are certain things which has to be in sync, right? There are certain things which has to follow each other. There are certain things which has to be in coordination with each other, and then all these things are driven through common sense, right? So common sense is one of the most important thing which you should have or possess in terms of growing yourself in any vertical, be it personal, financial, professional, could be anything. The second C is commitment. How committed are you to achieve certain things? How committed are you to give something to others? How committed are you to take something for others from others? How committed are you for your self development? How committed are you to spend time in studies? How committed are you to spend time in gym, in working out, in making yourself healthy, in making yourself worthy enough in your organization that they treat you as a subject matter expert? How committed are you in your growth? It all depends on that. If you're not committed, you will not have interest to grow yourself. If you're not committed, you will not have a growth pathway where you should think about, okay, I want to grow here. Or maybe, for example, if you are a technology lead, you want to be a technology SME, an architect, or a manager, or a VP, or a CTO. That could be your goal. But how committed are you to achieve that goal? And what are your commitments towards implementing certain things in your life that will make you reach that goal? How committed are you to spend time with your family? How committed are you to give your value to others? Because the more you give your values to others, that will come back to you. That's the principle of law of attraction. The more you give, the more you receive. Give gratitude, you will receive gratitude. Give value, you will receive value. So, how committed are you in your self development? That is one of the biggest questions you can ask yourself today if you want to grow in your career. How committed are you? Commitment is one thing which will build your dream career, right? Commitment is always appreciated by everyone in the world. How committed are you? Oh, XYZ is so committed that he is giving all his 100% in completing a task. Oh, XYZ is so committed that he is all in terms of giving value to others. Or he is so committed that no bugs can be crossed by him without getting caught by him. So I'm just giving an example, right? Commitment. You must be committed towards your life. You must be committed towards your career. You must be committed towards giving value to others, right? This is what will build up your strong character. This will what brings you a lot of happiness, a lot of satisfaction, a lot of what you can say accomplishment feeling, right? The feeling of achievement if you are committed towards certain goals, whatever. And the last and most important thing is this last C is courage. Are you courageous enough to take a leap of faith in implementing certain things which you learn in your life right away? Or you have this question, oh, what will I do if I fail? Or you have this question, oh, what will other people say if I do this thing? Do you have this question? Or you have this question in your mind that, oh, what if I fail? What if I cannot achieve my target? What if, and then what if this is something blocking factor which comes in between your courage and implementation? Are you courageous enough to take that first step in your career growth? Are you courageous enough to spend enough, invest in yourself so that you get a lot of certifications, a lot of trainings, a lot of learnings from others who have already implemented that, and without wasting time, you are learning from them and implementing in your life. That's the right way to do it. See, if you are doing things on your own, you will get there. But the duration of time you're spending in learning and failing and learning and failing will take you longer than learning from someone who has already done it. So you have to think about it. Do you want to do it on your own and do it for a longer duration, or spend some time, spend some money in learning from someone else and taking the opportunity of who other person who has failed and not getting into that failure and just avoiding yourself? It's called smart implementation. Are you a smart implementer, right? Are you learning from someone else's mistake and not getting into that? And then if you are courageous enough, even if you're taking that risk, okay, I don't care, I want to learn this, I want to go ahead and then see what happens. That courage is required for you to grow in your life, be it anywhere. Like, it can be life, personal life, it can be professional life. You have to take that courage, that leap of faith, that once you go ahead, you are all in. There's no turning back. If you have this attitude in your life, every problem which you experience will have to face your courage. And your courage is your shield, right? So you have to build that shield in yourself so that you go ahead and face every problem in your life, in your career, in your any situations in your life, you will definitely have these situations in your life where you will strike a wall, but you should not turn back from that wall thinking that there is no way out. You have to find a way out of that wall. Is there a door? Is there a window? Is there anything I can cross through and cross beyond this wall? This is how you should build yourself. That needs courage. Today we are so restricted. Oh my god, what should I do now? Or what if I do this? Or what if I do that? What will people say? These are the questions which are just restricting ourselves in growing ourselves. So these are the three C's which are very important. One is your common sense, two is your commitment, and three is your courage. So start thinking about it, how you can build this. Nobody can teach you, nobody can input you input these three C's in your mind, in your life. You yourself have to self-evaluate and see how you can implement common sense at different stages of life, how you can be committed at specific levels where you want to grow yourself, and do you have courage to take that leap of faith to achieve success in your life. So, I am conducting a webinar which is unlocking your confidence, which the description has the link of the Google form. Fill that form, and if you want to understand 7 key elements of how you can unlock your confidence, fill that form and wait for my details, which will be shared with you on your email, which you fill in that form. So keep watching these live sessions. I'm going to share a lot of information, and be part of that webinar when I'm going to share and unlocking your confidence, how you can unlock your confidence. There are 7 very crucial elements which you need to implement, and after you start implementing this, you'll instantly see that you will have a transformation of yourself and you feel yourself confident. So be in that particular zone where you can develop yourself, be with like-minded people, so that you have that environment where you have that attitude of growth. So be focused, be consistent, be dedicated,